Almost set now, race one. Stand by for a start, handicap race. Cheating Hard on 8 metres, Rational Miss and Stumpina on 9. Explosive Power, 10 top. Blue Jack, they're set to run now. Set. They're racing. Near the outside, Black Blaze began fast away quickly, Tan Top. Going up and around the outside as Blue Jack and Stumpina near the fence. Then Explosive Power followed by Rational Miss. Well back then, Cheating Heart and Still Maiden tailed off. Trouble at the tail. Explosive Power and Cheating Heart were bumping. A lap to go. And Tan Top the leader from Stumpina near the inside. Black Blaze and Blue Jack and Rational Miss going through to the inside. And 8 lengths to Cheating Heart as they travel down the back. And Black Blaze is off on the outside with a good run to take the lead. Second Stumpina. Little Rational Miss on the scene on the outside, and then came Tan Top, followed by Blue Jack coming to the corner. Black Blaze the leader. Little Rational Miss is going up on the inside. Rational Miss and Black Blaze turn in front. Rational Miss and Black Blaze. Rational Miss drawing clear. Rational Miss by a length and a half to Black Blaze third. Might go Tan Top, followed by Cheating Heart, no luck. Behind them then came Stumpina, followed by Blue Jack and Still Maiden back near the rear. The splits were 6:07. Tailed off in the race, Explosive Power. Split 6:07. 17:50, 31:19. The handicap time 43:86, and the winner number 2. Victory from box 1. They're ready. They're racing. Liberal Victory a bit slow to begin, and Star Flasher was away fast to lead Taffin. Liberal Victory getting through in the centre, went for a run near the inside, and Red Oak at the outer, turning to the back, and Liberal Victory got up on the inside to join Star Flash in the lead. Taffin running home hard behind them, followed by Red Oak. Regent Park Expo, Bandit, Lady Cuthbert, Grey Gypsy. Liberal Victory a length and a half to Star Flash. Taffin the outside. It's coming home well, and they were followed by Lady Cuthbert. Liberal Victory tackled by Star Flash, and Taffin the outside joining in. Taffin race clear. And Taffin got up to meet Lady Cuthbert. Star Flash third. Liberal Victory's missed the place on the next Expo Bandit, followed by Red Oak at the outside, then Regent Park and Grey Gypsy pulling up quickly over the line. Stand by for numbers. The splits were 5:42, 18, 28 and 30 and 48. Numbers, number 4, the Blue Taffin. Further inquiries can be directed to Sandown. Almost set now on the third. Ready? Racing, Egyptian Magic a bit slow, showing speed out wide as Genuine. Going fast too, Blazing Trophy, followed by Night Zorro. Back to the inside, Egyptian Magic as they swing to the back now. And Genuine a clear leader, 2.5, Blazing Trophy. It runs home hard, and then Egyptian Magic, followed by Rocky Sunset. Then Night Zorro, Barney Bale around the outside, coming home well, but still a long way off the lead. And then Coral Sunset, New Tivoli. It's Egyptian Magic on the outside and Genuine on the fence. Then came Blazing Trophy, Barney Bale wide and late. Genuine comes again and beats Egyptian Magic third. Rocky Sunset ahead of Barney Bale. Then Blazing Trophy, followed then by Coral Sunset, and back near the rear would have been Night Zorro in company with New Tivoli up a little closer. Splits 5:44, 18, 16, 30 and 45. We stand by for numbers on race number 3. Judge calling for it. Number 8, the winner, Genuine. Number 8, Genuine, the winner. Second spot going to... Set to go now. Ready? They're racing. Miss Cuthbert away well. Turbo Shot very slow. Last out in the leader, Miss Cuthbert moving up as Octopussy on the outside, and then came Melina Boy. Turbo Shot getting a rouse run up to about 5th on the inside. Melina Boy swept to the lead in the back straight and race clear. Second Octopussy, third to the inside, Miss Cuthbert. Then Stabert followed by Turbo Shot held up. Then Can She Ever, Mr. Flyer, and last is Young Vintage. But coming to the corner, Melina Boy is well out in front now. Over Stabert, Octopussy, Turbo Shot the outside. Melina Boy 3 lengths in the run home to Stabert, and third is Turbo Shot. They were followed by Can She Ever, then Young Vintage up on the outside, followed by Octopussy, Mr. Flyer, and last in Young Vintage. 5:44, 18:06. The overall was 30 and 19. The winner 7, the black, Melina Boy. Ready to run. Set to go. Ready. Racing, Bowrock slow to begin, showing speed, Tondara. Near the inside, it's going to drive up, crossing to the outside there. Swift to strike, lost ground with Dapper Yapper, the leader, Tondara. 4 lengths in front of Epitaph, coming out after it. Bowrock getting to third. Then Strata Kate, Swift to strike on the outside. Drifting out to the rear, Just a Chance and Correct Star as they run down the back, and Tondara, the leader. 2 lengths to Epitaph, 2 to Bowrock. They were followed by Strata Kate, and then Swift to strike, Dapper Yapper. Well back would have been Correct Star and Just a Chance, but Tondara kicked away about 4 in front. Looks to be going like a winner for mine. Strata Kate runs on out wide, but Tondara's won a 2.5 to Strata Kate and Epitaph. Then came Correct Star, followed then by Dapper Yapper. Swift to strike and back near the tail. A Bowrock pulling up quickly with Just a Chance. Stand by for numbers after race 5 on the card, but number 3, Tondara is the winner. Number 2, Strata Kate second. Favourite at 3's number 8, Busy Waitress at the moment. Set to go. Ready. The set, they're racing. Away fast there was Frank Ondino showing speed as no way out in the centre. Kidder's Way posted out a little bit deep and Gypsy King near the inside. Going to the back and Frank Ondino led. Second is Gypsy King. Kidder's Way's up on the outside, followed by Cousin Jack. Then Busy Waitress Corkscrew, followed by No Way. And Weekland at the tail, Frank Ondino by 3. Kidder's Way is coming out after it now, followed by Gypsy King and Cousin Jack. Frank Ondino being tackled by Kidder's Way. Kidder's Way, Frank Ondino, they hit it Kidder's Way, I think. In a photo got up to meet Frank Ondino. Busy Waitress up for third. Further back would have been Gypsy King and then Corkscrew, followed then by Weekland, Cousin Jack and No Way. Judge calling for a photo, splits 5:34, 17:95 and the time 30 and 20. The judge calling for a photo. 6. Number 6 gets it, Kidder's Way on the outside. Number 6 is the winner, Kidder's Way. Number 3, Frank Ondino second. Race 7, boxed. Set. They're racing. Kidder's Ace near the outside, slow to begin and Mighty Words away fast. Is going to lead around the first corner now from Double Dutch and Coraline. Kidder's Ace a little bit deep. They were followed by Cost Effective, then Navy Blue, Wishbone Supreme, and last Rapid Valdez going to the back straight and Mighty Words the leader. In second spot is Double Dutch and about 3 to Kidder's Ace, about 4 lengths away to Coraline, Cost Effective, then Wishbone Supreme, Rapid Valdez off the back now, and Double Dutch on the outside took the lead from Mighty Words, 2 or 3 away, Kidder's Ace and Coraline, but Double Dutch is clear over Mighty Words and Kidder's Ace. And Double Dutch is coming away to win at 3.5. Mighty Words second, Kidder's Ace third from Coraline. They were followed by Rapid Valdez and then Cost Effective, followed by Navy Blue and Wishbone Supreme at the rear. Splits were 10:17, 23:31. The time 35:64.
The last one is locked away. Timex handicap hurdle, all secured away. Back marker diamond light, lights on. Lure rolls, they're ready. Set. Racing, Printer's Ash, Storming on away out wide on the track fairly well. Storming on's the leader over Printer's Ash on the inside. Then came Stormy 1. In between greyhounds there. Night Safari getting buffeted. Ashburn is about midfield. They swing down the back. Storming on leaped over it beautifully. About 5 or 6 to Stormy 1. Then on the outside was Ashburn on the rails. Then came Claudia Wellback, Dimer Light. A Dimer Star well out of it too with Night Safari and Printer's Ash on the top circle though. And Storming on's got a huge break. He's only got to jump the last. He's over the second last well, Storming on. He looks at the last one and over he goes, Storming on. Storming on wins by 3 lengths. Ashburn has run second. Half away third there came Dimer Light, then came Dimer Star. Stormy 1 in between them with Claudia. Night Safari and always toiling toward the rear was Printer's Ash. Stand by for the placings. Number 8, Storming on, ideally drawn out wide on the track, has got them up.
Set. Light on lure in motion, they're ready to run. Set. Racing, Joel Shadow slow to begin, aggravation away fast with Dark Shadow. Busy Josie going up in a hurry from the outside as they dash down the straight and Busy Josie the leader. Aggravation got tightened out, then came Thomas the Tank around the outside. His Tank gave him Joel Shadow back on the fence. Wider out as Dark Shadow turning to the back wall, back Emotion Boy and Runaway 4 and the leader Busy Josie 2 in front. Thomas the Tank second, aggravation third. Over to the inside, Joel Shadow followed by Dark Shadow, Emotion Boy and Runaway 4 and the leader Busy Josie. The Thomas the Tank, aggravation going through in the centre. It's Thomas the Tank, Busy Josie, aggravation in the centre. They hit the line and Thomas the Tank has won it from Busy Josie. Aggravation followed by Dark Shadow. Near the inside then would have been Joel Shadow, followed by Emotion Boy and Runaway 4 and one of the last in. The splits were 10:30, 23:65 and the overall 36:20 and number 6 the winner, Thomas the Tank. Race 10, they're boxed and ready to go. Light on. Lure rolling, they're set. About to run. Racing, Zappadini a bit slow, way fast, presses time. On the outside, Zappadini got a check and went out to the tail of the field. The leader presses time about 4 in front up to second, Blackmore Brood. Followed by Sharkies goes Pure Freedom. High View, Stonebroke and a mile back Caesar's Vision. Zappadini presses time in front and goes on to meet Blackmore Brood 2.5. Sharkies goes to then came Pure Freedom. Stonebroke and High View. Back near the tail, Zappadini ahead of it, Caesar's Vision. The split 6:32, the time 17:51 after race number 10. The winner, number 8, the Pink Precious Time. Second, number 6, Blackmore. racing and away fast out in the centre. Surgery Miss going through to the inside. Wrap around Enfield getting a nice run through the field. National Beauty outside. Sabre goes out to the rear. Down the back straight and the leader Surgery Miss. Enfield on the outside. On the scene quickly they were followed by Malawi Magic. National Beauty well back done. Regan Bob wrap around and Sabre tailed off second last as Fearless Flyer. But Enfield shot clear coming to the corner. 4 lengths out in front over Malawi Magic and then National Beauty. But it's Enfield in front to win at 2 lengths. Malawi Magic second, 5 away to National Beauty wrap around. Then came further back on the field. Near the inside would have been Fearless Fly done. Regan Bob, Surgery Miss and tailed off Sabre. The splits here were 5:40, 18:27. The time 30 and 30. It's 1:27. The final event on the card.